Hi, this is Helen with Rural Weight Loss. I have my white-green fusion tea here, so I thought we'd take a moment to enjoy the tea and talk about a subject that we don't often discuss, which is smack talk. Now, I'm not talking about smack talk about, your friends or smack talk about other people. I'm talking about the smack talk you talk about yourself. And we've all done it. How many times have you eaten something and you said, "Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. I'm weak, I'm dumb, I have no control." Or how many times have you said something bad about yourself? When I'm at the computer, I mess something up, I'll find myself saying idiot. Well, maybe I shouldn't call myself an idiot because I'm not really an idiot, but I constantly, find myself doing that. It was first brought to my attention about 7 years ago. I was on my second ever girls' weekend away, and I didn't get out much. I don't get out much. And I grew up in the forest in Norway picking berries and playing with elk, and that's a whole different story. There wasn't a lot of opportunity to get out at that point. But I was with girls in Palm Springs, or women, we were grown women, and we're hanging out. I lost the weight. I was doing dips on the bed. I didn't know how to interact with a big group of women, and so I was kind of like aimlessly wandering around the room. And a friend of mine turned to me and she said, "Why don't this weekend you try not to talk bad about yourself?" I was a little taken aback because I had not realized I was doing it, and I think that's been something I've done my whole life. Always kind of, so I poke fun at myself, you poke fun at yourself, and it's kind of fun, but didn't realize that I was constantly not just poking fun at myself, I was really talking bad about myself. So that weekend I listened to what she had to say and I tried really hard, and I realized I didn't have a lot to say when I wasn't putting myself down. Don't know where that came from, but it was something that I was glad I was made aware of. And so I started to think about it, and little by little I tried not to smack talk myself. I think what happens too when we talk bad about ourselves, that it can really affect our weight loss. Because if you're constantly thinking, "I'm weak, I'm fat, I'm unattractive," constantly thinking those things or even saying them, you go into a changing room, you put on your pants, you're like, "Oh, why do I eat so much? I'm fat, I'm dumb." I think that our subconscious hears it, and it helps. Actually, it hinders us from growing. It helps reinforce our negative feelings. And it's hard for us to move on. And I think we just really need to be aware of what we're saying, especially out loud. And also, other people hear it too. And by we constantly making little digs about ourselves, it reinforces other people's opinions of us. So we're planting seeds, and we're actually planting negative seeds. And we need to plant more positive seeds. Now, I'm not saying like, "Hey, say, look at me, whoa, I'm so wonderful," all the time, because I know people like that and it gets old really fast. It's usually the people who are not so wonderful are always trying to tell you they're wonderful. But you are wonderful, and you have to think about the positive aspects and tell yourself something nice, not those mirror reinforcement, reaffirmations, whatever they're called. You're like, "Oh, look, I'm so great." You just really want to tell yourself some positive things when you do something well, and try to reduce the smack talk. Smack talk, smack talk, smack it down. This is Helen, Rural Weight Loss, enjoying my tea. Have a great day.